Next is Chloe Cole.
My name is Chloe Cole, and I am an 18-year-old detransitioned female from the Central Valley of California. I was what some may refer to as a trans kid as I transitioned between the ages of 12 to 16. I began my social transition by cutting my hair, wearing boys' clothes, and asking my family and friends to refer to me using a new name. At 13, I started taking puberty blockers and testosterone, and at 15, I underwent a double mastectomy in which my breasts were removed and my nipples were grafted. And yet, at 16, after years of medically transitioning, I came to realize that I severely regretted my transition. It has been over a year since my last testosterone injection. During my diagnosis for dysphoria and the consultations for these treatments, the overall picture of my life just went completely unaddressed. From a young age, I was actually quite a very feminine girl, although I did somewhat model myself after my older brothers. Up until my transition, I had relatively normal levels of teen distress, but my early exposure to social media and the internet led to my body image worsening. I was introduced to inappropriate content and an echo chamber of far left ideology, such as that sex and gender are separate, women are inherently victims, men are inherently superior in every way, and that dysphoric children need hormones and surgeries in order to live. These reductive ideologies have crept their way into science and, by extension, medicine. I unknowingly gave my mind and eventually my body to an anti-science movement that reduces womanhood to long hair, Barbie dolls, dresses, and false self-perception. I actually developed more psychiatric issues the further I went into transition. I was on the verge of suicide for nearly all of high school. Some things went undiagnosed for years until after I stopped transitioning, like autism and body dysmorphia. All the talk about mental health, self-perception, pronouns, and ideology leads me to the question, why is a mental health epidemic not being addressed with mental health treatment to get at the root causes for why female adolescents like me want to reject their bodies? I was not suicidal before going on hormones, and yet doctors asked my parents the question, would you rather have a dead daughter or a living son? This is not how medical professionals are supposed to talk. This is how activists talk. What was the cost of treating mental health with barbaric surgeries? I have bandages on my chest today, over 2 years post-op because my nipples leak fluid and they stain my clothes. I have no breasts. I want to be a mother someday, and yet I can never naturally feed my children, my future children. My breasts were beautiful, and now they have been incinerated for nothing. Thank you, modern medicine.
Well, thank you so much, Chloe, for coming here today.